A new outbreak of mad cow disease, pink slime in the news. New studies that show too much processed meat can decrease your life expectancy by 20%. All stories that have captured our attention and for many people inspire them to consider eliminating meat and maybe even dairy from their diets altogether. Today, Jeff Peterson shows us why more people are going vegan.
Well, we could even talk about... I was devastated. I mean, I had my kids, the second time I was diagnosed with cancer, they were still 8 and 12.
Meg Wolf fought through 2 bouts of cancer. She underwent countless chemo and radiation treatments. Meg ended up losing a breast and a leg. She nearly lost her life until she says she changed her diet.
Well, I really feel like changing my food changed my destiny. Like, I honestly believe that. I don't feel like I'd be here if I hadn't changed the food.
That food did not include meat and dairy, but plenty of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains because Meg decided to become a vegan.
I mean, I was on several medications for various, besides cancer, I had, sinusitis all the time. I had ulcerative colitis for about 5 years. That all went away. And
the cancer never came back.
And the cancer never came back. And I got healthier, which was really amazing.
That was 14 years ago. And Meg is still cancer-free and now an author of 2 plant-based diet books, a writer for the Huffington Post, and a healthy lifestyle counselor.
If you look at the research, you can turn on and off the cancer genes or other kind of genes that predispose you to serious illness just by what you eat.
So I'm wondering what your advice is at this point.
7 years ago, Dr. John Herzog had high cholesterol. He was overweight and much more.
Well, I was 50 pounds heavier. I was depressed. I was in chronic pain. I had high blood pressure. I had high lipids. I was on all these pills, and it wasn't working for me.
So the orthopedic surgeon found something that would work for him. After lots of research, Herzog decided to eliminate animal products out of his diet.
Beans, kale, spinach, carrots, potatoes, all that stuff combined together gives you more than enough protein.
To say he noticed big changes would be an understatement.
Every healthy parameter in my blood that was tested shifted to that of a 20-year-old man from that of a 45-year-old man.
And to top it all off, after 6 months, Dr. Herzog went from 248 pounds to just 195.
And when I saw the results, I was blown away. And I remain blown away at this day.
Herzog transformed himself from a follower of the diet to a leader.
Our healthcare status of our country is bankrupting us, and someone has to get out there and tell people there's another way to go here, and it's really simple.
If it's that simple and so healthy for you, then why is only 1% of the population vegan? The reasons surround us every day.
I had a bacon double cheeseburger.
Wow, that looked pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Would you ever consider giving that up and going vegan?
I've always I've thought about it, wished about it, but there's no way I could ever go vegan. I just love the meat way too much.
I could probably go a day, but I don't think I could go the rest of my life or make a commitment to actually do it.
Would you ever consider going full-time vegan?
I would never be able to do that. I would never. Because I enjoy meat way too much. And no way.
What'd you have for lunch?
Beefaroni.
I've tried several things that are like substitutes for cheese, but nothing tastes like the real deal. So that's a killer for me.
Butter cheese and burgers, a killer for me? At 219 pounds, I was looking to lose some weight, and my good cholesterol was not so good at 28.
A little bit of weight loss can help that as well.
So I consulted my doctor about a vegan lifestyle.
So going to this kind of diet, that could definitely improve that.
Yep. So I would expect your HDL to increase to some extent. It's very hard to make huge changes, but small increases in HDL actually can show a benefit with regard to heart disease or stroke.
Other reasons people decide to go vegan: cruelty to animals, and they claim it is better for the environment. John?
All right, Jen, thanks very much. And Jeff Peterson stuck around after the Daybreak show this morning and picked up 2-year-old Gabriella.
One of 5.
One of 5, yeah. So the whole family is doing this right now, not just you, right?
Yeah, it's we're transitioning the kids little by little. Some of the kids like some of the dishes. 1 or 2 of them are like, I don't really know. And my 2-year-old, her Gabriella, she will eat anything. So anything we put in front of her, she eats it. My 4-year-old, he's pretty tough. to get to like anything. And we have one of our older kids that, you know, she's been having a, you know, she'll like some of the stuff, but not all of it. But, you know, for the most part, most of the dishes they've liked. It's just it's a great flavor. We had some tasted with peanut sauce and some with coconut that tastes like Thai food, and so they like that.
But you haven't loved everything. You've made some things that maybe, hey, I'm not going to try this again.
Yeah, there's been, you know, we've been doing it almost 60 days now. There's been a lot of stuff that I really liked, and other stuff where I'm like, yeah, let's don't have that again. So.
And I don't want to give away your entire series because I know you've been working hard on it, and you have several more pieces coming. But another benefit that you've seen is you've lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, I started, you saw in the piece right there, 219 pounds, and I'm going in actually tomorrow to the doctor to find out what my weight's down to, but I know it's under 200. So we're talking at least 20 to 22 pounds in less than 60 days. And also I'm getting my blood taken again. I got my original blood test done at the beginning of March, and we're going to get them done 60 days later and see how my triglycerides, my HDL, and everything else has changed.
And before you started this, you did meet with a doctor and you got some tests done. Is that something that people should consider before they start this, is consulting with a doctor?
Anything you do when it comes to your health, you should talk to your doctor and also a dietitian. Both of those are extremely important. And the thing people have to remember that this is not a diet. It's not a fad. This is a lifestyle change. That's what it is.
What was the most surprising thing that you have learned the past 60 days from meeting with doctors, cooking with Meg Wolf, and doing your research for these stories?
You know, one of the things that I've been surprised at is, you know, this morning somebody brought in some Tony's Donuts, which, by the way, I love. Absolutely the best donuts in history, donuts. But I'm not really tempted at all. I mean, it doesn't sound good. Now, ask me this summer when everybody's out doing the barbecues and grilling and everything if I might miss some steak tips or some chicken or something like that. But so far, I honestly have not been tempted from anything, because, you know, there's really replacement for everything out there. We've had vegan ice cream sandwiches. There's vegan chicken where we have like chicken parmesan and stuff like that. So, I mean, there's always a replacement for everything.
Yeah, the donuts are sitting right back there. So,
no thanks.
What is your substitute for when you want a donut? Is there something that, like, your go-to food?
There are. Donuts really don't sound good, but there are vegan donuts. Which is kind of funny. And actually, there's some kids from the Central Maine area that opened up a vegan donut shop in New York City, which is very popular. But there's all kinds of vegan restaurants around, and you know, more and more people are doing that. Except right now, 1% of the population is vegan, but I expect that to go up.
Only 1%.
Only
wow.
1%.
All right. Well, you can see more of Jeff's stories on News 13's Daybreak and here on Good Day Maine throughout the next several weeks.
Yeah. Next week we're going to talk about. Today we talked about why people go vegan. Next week we're going to tell people how they can become vegan. It'll be very interesting.
All right. Stick around for that.